Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're running the FV215B 183, all otherwise known as the Death Star. Now I don't run this tank very often. It's kind of a get out there and sling tank once in a while. It's a guilty pleasure tank, you know, that sort of thing. Now my Death Star is nicknamed Battleaxe, which is a very, very good name if you ask me for this tank. Because it is a battle axe. It's hard to wield, but if you land it, it's absolutely devastating. So that's why I call it the battle axe. Anyway, so we are on Prokhorovka, and we are heading up the hill to the right side. Now, spawning from the right side and trying to take the hill is very difficult. You must keep moving, because if you get spotted and you're stuck on the side of this hill and we don't take that top of the hill, we lose. No doubt about it. It is very difficult if you're stuck on the side of this hill to capture the hill. So this is actually a longer way to go than the other team has to get up to the top of the hill. But we have some mediums that are pushing, and I told them early, just get to the top. We have to take the top. You know, I will get up there, I will help you hold it, but we must take the top. Because from this side, if we get stuck on the hill, we are sitting ducks, just getting picked apart from everywhere. Now I also call out that most of their tank destroyers are down at the bottom. You know, they only have 4 tank destroyers and 3 of them are lit, and they're all at their base. So we know that all of their hard hitters are elsewhere, with the exception of one unknown. And I see that they're starting to run into some tanks. I get spotted, but there's nothing I can do about it. I must get to the top of the hill. So the main thing is I was contemplating going left and taking a shot at the Death Star, because their 4th tank destroyer is a Death Star, and it is now lit. And he just narrowly misses the medium, so I roll up. I'm going to take a shot. Well, as soon as I roll up, I get spotted, so there's no way I can sit there. And there's a light tank right there that just got lit up. So that's the guy that's spotting us. So I'm going to roll up here. We've got an E50M that is just taking as much shots as he can, but he's playing smart. And it's funny how people with armor play smart, people with no armor play like crazy people. It's funny how that works. Now this thing isn't well armored, so we need to make sure we get a shot, and we need to make it a good one. Now we got no shot on the T-10 yet. I want to get a shot on that Death Star, but I can't make it happen. I do get a shot on the belly of the T-10 and 1,800 hit points for my first shot. That's a paddling. This thing is literally like a mobile M55, with the exception of it's not. But anyway, you know what I mean. This thing just, it hits so hard if you hit correctly. Now we've got a hardened target by the E100 right here, and you see where I'm aiming. And we hit low. We didn't actually hit the spot I was aiming, but we do 630 damage. So any damage is still good damage against a hardened target. And you've always got that possibility that with that flat surface of the front of his turret, that you get that penetration. And if you get the penetration, it's lights out. Now this is going to kill him, no doubt about it. It's an HE roll. As long as I don't get the ridiculous low roll, I wouldn't have, you know, won that fight. But anyway, so he dies. He's off the board. That leaves their Death Star, I believe a Chieftain, to fight. So we've got the hill under control, and I'm still not being crazy. I want to get shots, but at the same time I don't want to get myself killed in the process. It's still early in the match. Had some good things happen. Don't want to ruin it. Now the Chieftain was just barely visible there for a second, and the moment I move, he pops up again. If I'd have just sat there looking, yep, he takes a shot at me. He missed, and we don't get another shot at him. I sit here waiting for him this time, and he never pops back up. So then I was like, all right, we need to push. So let's head over here and try to get a shot on this Death Star. We've got a lock. I used the lock initially. Actually, I used the lock all the way on that one. He was such a low health that as long as I hit him, he was dead. So I let it get nice and tight and I pulled the trigger. He wasn't hiding behind anything. He was sitting out in the open. So he was going to die. Now we've got this chieftain to deal with. And we're already up to 3 kills and 4 hits. So we're doing alright for ourselves. So this chieftain, as soon as we crest this hill, we should be able to get shots on this chieftain. And he is now a one-shot kill for us guaranteed. I zoom in and auto-locked him. He's dead. 600 damage, guaranteed kill. Not bad. Alright. Now I tell these guys, do not push past the church until we get around to the backside and spot, because they still have 2 hearsts. And those hearsts will chew you up. And wait for it. There's one. And that's where I'm telling them, I told you guys, don't push past the church. Use the church to cover you. And here's the second one getting lit on fire. You know, I haven't played as many games as a lot of people have, but one thing I do have is common sense. And you've got to take the shots that you're given. Don't force anything. Now we've got an E4 that's sitting over here that I believe I can get a shot on. So I pop up, I lock onto him, they kill him. Now I've got an E75 who's broadside on to an 8-inch, not an 8-inch, ouch, ouch. It's not an 8-inch howitzer, but it is a 183 millimeter cannon. And that's something you don't want to be broadside onto. That just wiped that E75 off the map. People are calling it good shot, great shot. They're losing their minds. Alright, so now we've got this Death Star here. Or not the Death Star, but the hearse here. Now he takes a shot at me and bounces, and then I get shot from the right side. And I bounce the second shot. And I call out to everybody, the last guy is over on the right. Now I should have waited for them to spot him for me. I do have a medium and a light tank. I should have waited. But I didn't. I got kill hungry here and a little bit over anxious, and I'm hoping that I can zoom in fast enough because we could kill each other, and my shot just misses him. Just goes right over the top of him. He got so lucky because had that connected, if it didn't kill him, he would have next to nothing left. I mean, that would have guaranteed wiped out everything but just a sliver of his health. Alright, so I told him that he took 2 shots at me and then took 3 to kill me. So the maximum he could have is 1 shell left, and he fired it. And these guys, I told him, just get in and kill him. He's reloading. But these guys are just like piddle farting around. And then finally the Lycan goes in to kill him. And the guy is unloaded. He doesn't actually have a shell, so there's no way he could defend himself. But anyway, that was the Death Star. And let's see what the results are. 5 kills, 5,500 damage, 2,300 blocked. That's a pretty good game if you ask me. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button for me. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.